Hello everyone, today we have one of the big things that we kind of foresaw coming with a Biden presidency. We have what is potentially a ban on all Russian-made ammunition, which for those of you that don't know would basically mean good luck shooting your AKs unless you plan on shooting brass ammo out of your AK, and good luck finding cheap ammunition because as the supply of the cheap steel case Russian ammo disappears or dries up, the cost of buying all the brass will have to match. So cheap ammo is basically going to be eviscerated in the United States, or that's my understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to be reading to you from an article here, and we're going to be discussing what is going on and some of the bigger implications of it. Big thank you to everyone that supports this channel. If you want to use any of the links down in the description, it would be much appreciated because ammunition is about to get a whole lot more expensive. Now, breaking news, Biden State Department bans import of Russian ammo and firearms, and this is from Tactical Shit. They're the first person that I have seen actually discussing this and bringing this forward. We will have to look into more of the implications as far as whether or not there's any future loopholes or any ways to work around this in the future. But as of right now, it doesn't really seem like clickbait to me to read this title. Now, let's talk about what's going on and why. So, when Biden was initially elected, everyone was kind of afraid, like, oh shit, like, are we going to see any like import bans? That's like going to be the most likely thing, right? And I've made videos talking about this in the past, and this is a perfect example of what could happen. So all the people that said that Biden wasn't going to be worried about guns and that he'd be worried about all the other stuff going on in the world, thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, we see here that it's saying that he puts a ban on Russian ammo and firearms. Now, the ban on firearms isn't as big because that's been basically the same thing. From my understanding, glazing through this, it seems as if it was just an extension of the bans that have already been in place for a while now. But the actual bans on ammunition is where it gets really bad because all your AKs, I'm pretty sure every AK owner only shoots steel ammo. Now, your Tula, your Wolf, your Barnaul ammunition, all of those are made in Russian factories, and that's going to be important. So if we look at the actual restrictions that were placed, now restrictions on the permanent imports of certain Russian firearms, certain Russian firearms. Yeah, this is going to be difficult, but this is basically, this was already in effect. So like the big Russian guns that we would want out of there, like the Saigas, that's kind of been a thing for a while now. But then new and pending permit applications for the permanent importation of firearms and ammunition manufactured or located in Russia will be subject to a policy denial. Now, I saw a few people comment on the first place that I was made aware of this, and they said, oh yeah, but all of that ammo is actually, it actually ships from like Ukraine or it ships from other countries. Well, it says manufactured. So unless there's some way to get around what is considered the actual location of manufacture, it seems like the supply of this ammunition, so your Wolf, your Tula, your Barnaul, which by the way is actually then also in many cases rebranded for other manufacturers. So most of the steel ammunition you see in the States is actually from either Tula, for the most part from what I've seen. Now, if it's manufactured in Russia, they're not going to be able to import it, and it seems like that would even extend to if it was in another country and then actually that boat shipped to America. It seems as if those permits to get them imported would actually be denied as well. So this has huge implications. Now, if you want to read the entire understanding of what's going on, basically they filed this. Now, let's make this very clear. They filed this so that they could pass some form of gun control, but what they did it on face value, or what they're claiming it is because of some political reason, because of the poisoning of Mr. Navalny. I'm not really going to get too deep into that, but if you want to read the entire executive order, I will have that link to this article, and then as well as this treasury.gov release. Now, that's basically the story today. The fact that ammunition prices are about to skyrocket and that Biden basically just banned all of the commie ammo. So all of my liberal gun owners that love to say, oh, Biden's not going to focus on guns, he's going to be focused on all these other issues. Look, come on. You knew that was a lie the whole time, right? You understand that they're just going to do what they want to do, and what they want to do is focus on gun control because it's easy, and then it shows that they did something. So this is a pretty big deal. I think that this is going to cause a huge spike in the demand for ammunition, because as the supply of the cheap stuff goes away, the next cheapest stuff is going to be in higher demand, and we're already in a situation where ammunition is crazy expensive to begin with. So I'm not expecting to be able to buy cheap ammunition for another year or so. I'm glad that I stocked up recently, but I'm probably going to purchase another 1,000 rounds of my common calibers right now, just so that I can get ahead of this, because I think this is going to be bad. This seems like there's some potential for this to go away after a year, but it's unlikely. Now, this had nothing to do with actually wanting to rein in Russia control. This is entirely to support gun control. So people saying, oh, this is a good move, eat my ass. Come on. You know this is just Biden's way of enacting gun control. This is going to hugely affect the AK market. I'm probably not going to shoot my AK for a long time now, just because I know getting more ammunition for it is most likely going to be incredibly difficult. Because if I can't buy Barnaul, if I can't buy Tula, if I can't buy Wolf once the supply that's currently in the States goes away, the fuck? What am I going to shoot of this? You expect me to shoot Golden Tiger or actual brass ammunition out of an AK? No, it's just wrong. I think this is going to be huge for all the AK boys out there. This is going to be absolutely devastating if there isn't a way to actually work around it. Now, if there are workarounds, I'm absolutely going to be talking about those as well, because it's going to be something important to know. But it seems like this is just as bad as it sounds. Now, let me know what you guys think down below. I would appreciate if you share this out with as many people as you can, just so that people are aware of it. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.